If you are a newcomer to Canada, you must follow these 4 financial tips to be successful. We can all agree that Canada is a wonderful place to live in, but when you decide to move to a new country, there is a lot of uncertainty involved, which can make the whole process a little overwhelming. I myself have been through that situation, but having said that, I cannot emphasize how important it is to take the right financial steps in Canada from the get-go. Through my experience and mistakes and that of people around me, in this video, I have listed the top 4 tips that every newcomer to Canada must consider to build a strong platform leading to financial success. And that said, let's dive right into it. The first one is build your credit score. A credit score is a 3-digit number and a representation of your credit worthiness, indicating how much risk you pose if someone were to lend money to you. In other words, what is the likelihood that you will pay back the money you borrowed and on time? Since you are new to the country, you don't have a credit score, so it is important to start building it up. The reason is that this credit score will help you get faster approvals, higher credit limits, and lower interest rates when you apply for a car loan, mortgage, line of credit, investment loans, credit cards, and so on in the future as you grow in the country. The question that arises is, where do you start to build your credit score? Well, the only way you can do so is by starting to use a credit product to show that you are responsible with it, and the easiest product to get qualified out there is a credit card, which the bank will be more than willing to offer to newcomers. I would recommend you have at least 2 of them. Keep the utilization rates low, around 20% to 30%. Be responsible with it, pay off your credit card bills on time, and you will notice your credit score has already started to build up. I have added a link in the description box below to my other video on how to use a credit card if you would like to see it. The second tip, and in my opinion a very important one, is to start saving and investing with a regular contribution plan immediately. Saving and investing $25 every week over 50 years can grow up to become $1.58 million, assuming a 10% return on investment. If you delayed this savings by 5 years and only saved for 45 years, your final value would be $980,000 only. Do you see the cost of starting late? Don't wait to start saving money, especially if you're in your early 20s. Get into the habit of doing so right on day 1. You don't need to save hundreds of dollars a month, and you can start with as low as $25. But I recommend you invest the money and review your contribution amounts as you grow in the country. These savings can be used in many ways and will only help you in the future, and trust me, this will go a long way and you will only realize that a few years later. Depending on the amount you contribute, it can act as an emergency fund or as a down payment for buying a car or real estate, help you in paying off your loans you have back home, pay towards college fees, or simply help you build a corpus for the future. I have seen many of them struggle and even get into debt because the savings mentality was missing. It is an expensive country, so budgeting and saving money is important. It would help if you also took the time to understand the different investment accounts available, like the RRSP, TFSA, RESP, and investment options like mutual funds, ETFs, GICs, and so on. I've added some links to the description box below if you would like to learn more about them. This will ensure you're getting the best benefit from your savings. For example, you pay no tax on any earnings you make in a TFSA account. Please speak to a financial advisor and have a detailed discussion with them before you start investing your money, and don't make the worst mistake by keeping your money in a checking account. I have 2 more important tips before I share my bonus tip with you. The third tip is to build an emergency fund right away if you have not already. You may have heard about this term before but may not fully comprehend the purpose of it and why you must have it. The concept says that you must set aside at least 3 to 6 months of expenses for unexpected situations. I'm sure that is easy to understand, but ask yourself, do you have one in place? And then ask why not. You see, it is very difficult for someone to save that kind of money because they are not able to understand the true benefit of it. Guys, you left your comfortable life back home and transitioned to a new country for a better future. But along with it, the journey will bring uncertainty and surprises that you just cannot predict. But if you do not plan for it, that is on you. There could be emergency medical situations, unexpected major repairs or bills, job loss, or 101 other things that can happen with anyone. And the hard truth is, you don't get to pick and choose. The point is that anyone might need to face an emergency, but when there is an emergency, you want to be able to fix it at the earliest possible time and get back on track with living life. You can't be facing a medical emergency and at the same time figure out how to pay for rent, car, insurance payments, grocery bills, and 21 other expenses we have. It would be way easier if we had an emergency fund that you can deploy during these times that will allow you to fix the medical emergency with 100% focus and all your heart to it, rather than sailing in both boats. 100% of the times life gets complicated when people face emergencies and don't have an emergency fund in place. And I hope not, but if you have to use your emergency fund for any reason, don't forget to refill it back to about 3 to 6 months of expenses as soon as you can. Before moving on to the next tip, if you find this information valuable, please give this video a like. It would mean the world to me. The fourth tip is to maintain relationship with at least 2 banks. This tip may not help you as much to start with, but can significantly help you in the long term. This tip comes from my personal experience and that of people around me. The one thing that we had in common was that the deeper the relationship we had with our banks, the more products we got offered with lower interest rates, higher credit limits, faster approvals, and minimal documentation. And we are going to learn in a bit on how to build your relation, because having a good relationship also means that you can expect attractive pre-approval offers to come your way, and when you call them for a concern, it will be resolved faster. You see, they don't want you to go away from them and want to be your first choice, so they will try their best in the competitive market they are in. But you always want to have a relationship with at least 2 banks, not just one, as you may at times not get the answers you were hoping for from your primary bank, which can be disappointing. Most newcomers make that mistake and concentrate all their banking at one bank or over diversify. If you walk into another bank with no relationship with them at all, how likely are you to be offered the best of everything? Less likely. And that's why you want to maintain a relation with at least 2 of them right from the get-go. It will make your life a little easier. And if you're unsure, here are a few ways of how you can build a relationship with your bank. Having an active credit card or having investment accounts like a TFSA, RRSP, RESP, or their brokerage accounts. Having investment products like mutual funds, GICs, and possible monthly contributions going into them. By setting up your direct deposit for payroll, doing bill payments using their online app, having pre-authorized payments going from that bank, and so on. The more products you have with them and the higher the dollar values, the stronger your relationship will be, and it gets better with time. They know that if they don't serve you well, you will pack your bag and take your business and future business to the competitor. In my opinion, Scotiabank and CIBC are great options for newcomers. Few other tips would be to open a high interest savings account to park short-term money and get a comparatively higher interest rate. Currently, EQ Bank offers a great interest rate with no fees that you can have a look at. I've added a link in the description box below if you want to explore them. One other bonus tip that I would like to share is that you must stay within your means, because if you get into debt in Canada, it can take forever to recover and slow you down in the long term. And last but not the least, ask. People, don't be shy. People in Canada love to help, and let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions. I wish you good luck on your journey, and if you would like to know more about how money works in Canada, then I would recommend you watch this video series where I break down everything you need to know about banking and money in Canada. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and share this video with fellow newcomers who you think would benefit from it. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching.